Am I the asshole for causing my roommate's allergic reaction? I am a college student living in off-campus housing with 2 other girls. One of my roommates, Jen, has been extremely difficult for me to live with. She was friends with my other roommate Leah and we ended up living together. Among other issues, Jen eats mine and Leah's food constantly. At the start of the lease back in August it was little bits of food here and there, but now it's lots of food and it's happening a lot. She constantly drinks my almond milk and routinely leaves the carton empty in the fridge. She has a history of depression and despite having wealthy parents and multiple of their credit cards, I think she's too depressed to go grocery shopping, so instead she's buying food for lunch when she's on campus for classes and eating mine and my other roommate's food to supplement. I'm extremely frustrated. I have confronted her about this 3 times now, and last week I caught her in the act and immediately called her out on it. She broke down crying and said it would never happen again. I tried to level with her and told her to get Instacart, and even offered to give her a ride to the store despite her also having her own car. The next day she ate one of my yogurt cups and a 5 cupcake from an expensive bakery in my city that my sister got me for my birthday. Jen has a soy allergy. She let us know about it when we moved in together, and said she had no problem with us having soy products in the apartment as long as we properly seal the containers after using them. We've had soy sauce in the fridge all semester and leftover edamame a few times, no big deal. When I went to the grocery store on Tuesday I decided to buy soy milk instead of the usual almond I've bought all year. Mostly because I wanted a change, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't also because I wanted her to stop drinking my fucking milk. The soy milk I bought is from the same brand as the almond milk I usually buy, because it's cheap and I like all the products I've tried from this brand. Needless to say, the packaging looks similar. Yesterday when I get out of one of my classes, I have 5 missed calls from Jen. Turns out Jen grabbed my milk as usual and did not look at the packaging, which is insane because she literally opened the soy milk for the first time and had to break the seal and drank some of it. She ends up having a reaction, using an EPI pen and going to the hospital just in case. She's okay, but she is very mad at me, said this is my fault, and is threatening to call student legal. I told her she's full of shit and she has no case against me, and it's her fault for eating food that isn't hers and being too stupid to read labels despite having an allergy. The tension in my apartment is now at an all-time high and I'm extremely stressed. Am I the asshole? Edit calling student legal tomorrow. Going to try and move out. And no, I will not be dosing her food with soy, that's psycho. Thanks all. Not the asshole. Jen drank your milk, despite being asked and promising not to. Jen didn't check the milk she was drinking for allergens, despite knowing that she has an allergy. The only person at fault in this scenario is Jen. Tell her to call legal. I'm sure they need the laugh. Not the asshole. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't also because I wanted her to stop drinking my milk. You didn't buy soy milk in hopes that she'd drink it and have a reaction. You bought it in hopes that she would avoid it. You spoke with her about it 3 times and she gave you verbal confirmation that it would never happen again. You are absolutely in the clear. Not the asshole. Let's roommate is a food thief who has been stealing food all semester. She apparently is too lazy to read a label before her new moochery and boo-hoo she got sick. She would get laughed at if she called student legal. Put a bill on her door for all of the food she has eaten and tell her to call mommy and daddy to take her to the damn store or send her money for an Uber so she can get her own stuff. Not the asshole. By the way, tons of people have depression and don't steal their roommate's food. I think she was enabled, spoiled, and might have a learned helplessness entitlement because of that. Especially since she can't take accountability for her actions. Not the asshole. I have a 17-year-old daughter with severe food allergies. She won't eat food that other people prepare or buy because of it. She's been gambling with her health all semester but chowing down on things that she didn't know the origin of. Like, how did she know your cupcake didn't have soy products in it? Sounds to me like maybe she learned the hard way. Not the asshole she ate your birthday cupcake. Did she even bother to tell you happy birthday? I would be getting a lockbox and a mini fridge, switch the knob on your bedroom door too so it locks from the outside and inside. I guarantee this isn't the only thing she helps herself to. I would buy nothing but soy-based food from now on. Soy milk, tofu, soy flour bread and cookies. Screw her. Not the asshole. First of all, like you said, the food was not hers to start with. Second, the food was plainly labeled. It's on her for both of those. It's not like you made a recipe with the soy milk and didn't tell her all she had to do was read the label of the food she was stealing. Not the asshole. I have an allergy myself, and, in my opinion, the only occasions where you're even somewhat responsible for the allergy of another person is if you're serving them. You moved an item containing the allergen to an unmarked container, or if you added the allergen to a labeled item that otherwise would not contain the allergen. So she is blaming you for stealing your food after promising not reading a label when she knows she has a specific allergy. Oh yeah, totally your fault. Not the asshole at all, and she would get laughed out of any legal environment in which she brought this up. Not the asshole. She needs to stop eating your food and maybe look at a label. If she threatened legal action, you would be advised to not discuss this with her any further. Don't worry, it doesn't seem like she has any recourse at all. Not the asshole. She should not have drank your milk that you buy under any circumstances. Even if she liked your milk, she should have seen that it was soy, not almond, because the milk is clearly labeled so people don't have allergic reactions and can safely drink the milk of their choice. Anyone with food allergies should read the labels on packaged food, especially if someone buys a different brand that has similar packaging to the brand that someone knows they are not allergic to, so that they don't have unnecessary allergic reactions if someone wants to try a different brand of product. Not the asshole. If she has an allergy, it's her job to check labels, menus, etc. to ensure that she doesn't eat whatever she's allergic to. Not the asshole. She's a thief and she's dumb if she can't read the packaging, which would presumably clearly indicate soy milk. People like this are honestly wastes of oxygen and require zero sympathy. Not the asshole. She shouldn't be eating your fucking food. You didn't cause her allergic reaction, she did. Not the asshole. If she wasn't taking stuff that didn't belong to her, then she wouldn't have had an issue. Maybe you should take it to student legal since she's constantly stealing. Also, the person who has the allergy is responsible for reading the labels. Not the asshole. It's annoying and rude, but I can see taking some milk as something that she felt like she could sneakily get away with. On the other hand, I can't believe she ate your birthday cupcake. Like, that is just unreal to me. I would be pissed. How do you do that and not expect it to be noticed? Maybe tell her you'll be adding soy to all your food so she'll stop eating it. She might be depressed, but she's still a fucking asshole. I hate food thieves. Not the asshole. It'd be nice if he got some help with her depression while she was at the hospital, so she is just holed up in your apartment eating all the food she can. Doesn't seem like she learnt a lesson from this though. Might be time for a mini fridge and room lock until you can move out. Not the asshole. The thief stole food and was too stupid to read the label. Actions meet consequences. Also, depression is no excuse for being an unrepentant, repeated food thief. If you poured the soy milk into the almond milk carton, that would be one thing. But this is on her. She ate your food that was clearly labeled. No, tell her you're going to student legal. Tell her you told her plenty of times to stop eating your food and drinking your drinks. Tell her you want to be reimbursed for the food she's taken. Tough lesson for her to learn, and not a very nice way to learn it, but maybe now she won't take what is not hers. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. From now on, use a marker right on all your food containers contain soy. Not the asshole. Jen is a thief. Plain and simple. I've had a lot of depression in my life, and I've never been overcome with an irresistible urge to eat other people's food. Depression doesn't make you steal. Entitlement and disrespectfulness does. It truly pisses me off when people like Jen try to blame inexcusable behavior on depression. When really, they're just shitty people. Not the asshole. She's been stealing your food for a while. Call her bluff on her student legal threat. Go to your IA, lay out the details on her constant thefts, and let the IA mediate. When that doesn't work, cause she's massively entitled, continue with your soy approach until she leaves your stuff alone. Not the asshole. If I were you, I'd make sure everything I bought contained soy. Not the asshole. Tell student legal she keeps stealing your food. That was brand new and she had to break the seal to drink it. If she didn't steal, she wouldn't be sick. Not the asshole. You didn't semi-cause shit. It's not like you put soy milk in an almond milk carton. You bought an entirely different product. How did she not have a reaction to that cupcake? I have a soy allergy, and there is no way I would ever eat anyone else's food. No. Just no. Not the asshole. It's one thing to drink someone's groceries, but to open a brand new item. That's brazen. She deserved what she got. Not the asshole. But if you can get ahead of her and call student legal for a heads up. Make the thievery very clear. Her threats of legal action clear. And give all your facts. Make it clear it was unopened, clearly labeled, and that it was her own negligence that led to the reaction. If you have any proof of interactions regarding the thievery, I would gather it just in case she actually does take legal action. With rich parents, unfortunately, you can get what you want in most cases, so even if it would be thrown out, it could still make it to a courtroom if they went to that extreme. Crazy recommendation here, but one. Stop stressing that your irresponsible, moronic, ignorant thief of a roommate gave herself an allergic reaction. That's on her. 2. Buy yourself a small fridge to keep in your room with a lock if your door doesn't have one, and send the bill to her parents. That will guarantee their precious daughter's future safety, and you will save so much money by not having to buy 2x the groceries constantly. Everyone wins. Except her. She is still stupid. Not the asshole. If she hadn't been taking your food, it wouldn't have happened. She faffo. Too bad for her. Hopefully this is a lesson for not to take what isn't yours. Ah ha ha ha. Not the asshole. Hey, someone stole my jewelry and now they're mad because they have a nickel allergy. Get off, Jen. Not the asshole. She can fuck off with that shit and get her own food. Not the asshole. You bought a product for yourself and she opened it and drank it, without your permission, which is stealing. Then she's going to sue you. Ha ha ha. Oh boy. And this girl is soon to head out into the real world? You didn't slip her something she has an allergy to. She stole your soy milk. She didn't look at the label. This is entirely her fault. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Call her bluff. Send her your availability for an appointment for legal services. Or offer to make the appointment yourself so she can explain to them the reason for the meeting. She'll look like an idiot. Sure. Let her call student legal. Inform them how your roommate is stealing from you, which is what using people's stuff without their consent is. I mean, is it not enough that she blatantly ignores your pleas and keeps eating your food? You now have to take into account her issues when you take care of the food that you get for yourself.